Alright, hello everybody. Back with another little small update video on some of the little progress I make with my little shooter game project here. I took like an extended break over Christmas, just kind of fooling around, not really doing much, playing games and stuff, but I am back now and working actively on the project again. So for this video, it's going to be pretty short. I did a bit of back-end work for the attribute system, which is going to be totally overhauled soon. Or, well, as we know, we made a whole new player character, which didn't include the attribute system at all, and that's what I'm going to be doing now for the next few weeks or so. Probably not that long, but I'd like to make it a little bit better for performance and multiplayer. So anyway, for this little video, we are going to look at some stuff when you're falling off high heights, as you can see by this little ramp I made. So before, when you were falling, you would just have a generic land like this. So, for example, you were running, you jump, and then you would land like that. Now we have different stages based on how far or how fast you are falling. So from just random jumping, you can run, move, movement's the same. But then as you go up in height, different things happen. So for example, you fall from a couple feet, your character gets into a stagger animation. So, oh, it's not high enough. It's about 1 meter up. So we're holding the W key, our character staggers for a second, and then we continue on. Happens with a gun too. Frame rate's a bit chunky right now, I think, because I have 2 clients, but well, your character staggers and you go back. So that's nice. It kind of makes the character feel a little more weighty if you're jumping off little things, because in real life when you're jumping down off little, even like a couple feet up or a meter up or something, you kind of have to catch yourself. Then if you go even further, so maybe about up from here, oof, character takes some damage, and we do a little impact roll to, I guess, compensate the impact. Like that. So that's cool. I mean, it looks cool anyway. You can see from third person as well. Let's get this thing open. Yeah. So this is all replicated as well, obviously. So we're gonna run and jump off. Oh, I went too high. And we see our next thing, ragdoll. So if you fall from too high, your character can't really compensate that landing, and you ragdoll. You fall unconscious. And depending on how far you fall, obviously it's gonna be. Yeah, there's the little roll I was talking about on the other client. Depending on how far you fall, you stay unconscious for longer. The values are quite small right now, so I'll go really high up here. Jump off, then we're unconscious for I think up to like 8 seconds at the moment. And quick so I can test it fast. And then you get up and you're on back, dude. Yeah, so your room clearing or something. Boop, boop. Oh, I fell. Oof. Definitely makes the character feel weightier, which is always good. So yeah, that's a little simple thing I added. Obviously damage is off, because I don't want to keep dying and restarting the fucking thing every time I'm testing heights. And I guess one last thing that I've been working on as well was fixing up the hit detection for bullets. So this is a little extra. So for example, shoot your leg, it takes 30 damage to the character. Arm as well, 30 damage. That's the base damage that this rifle currently does. And when you get shot in the chest, that is 57 damage. Randomization as well, so you get pretty high, 70, 54 damage. So basically, limb detection is now working again on the player character, which for some reason it wasn't before, and I never noticed. And then if you hit in the head, 160 damage, you're dead for sure. Above 100, 139, still. Getting shot in the head is generally going to be problematic for your health. Anyway, yeah. Also, you see the bleeding state, so I can turn the debug menu for this client on the left side of the screen. On the other client, the bigger screen, his bleeding is currently activated, so he should be taking bleed damage. And he's got the screen effect we showed in a few videos ago, which still needs to get reworked a bit because it looks kind of edgy, like 2010 games with the blood veins. Yeah, that's awesome. I can trigger it on this client too. It looks bigger, so you can actually see it. And turn that bleeding off, because we don't really need to bleed right now. I also tweaked the weapon sway a bit, so it's a little more bouncy. It looks better when you're not aiming. Like, it mostly follows the rhythm of the footsteps for the most part. And it does have crouching, so it's a little slower. And then super slow crouching. You don't really have much weapon sway. So if you're in a tense situation and you need precision aim, you'll want to slow crouch. Versus fast crouching, you get a bit more weapon sway. Oh, what's our speed? You can see at the top left we have our speeds here. Running, walking, and sprinting. So you can sprint, run, and walk while crouching. As well as standing, obviously. And eventually proning. I will eventually work on a prone system, but not really priority at the moment, since I have so many other things to go through that are actually core to the game. Yeah, so you can, for example, sprint, like it's more of a jog. It's not really sprinting, because actual sprinting's much faster. But you can jog with your weapon raised. It's going to cost stamina as well, and it's a bit inaccurate, because your weapon's going all over the place. Versus just going very slow and having pretty much perfect. Yeah. Alright, that's basically it for this video. Thanks for watching and continuing to follow. My subscriber count has actually still been going up, even though I haven't been making videos for, I think, 2 months or so, which is pretty cool. It means at least a handful of people are interested, which is always nice. Keeps me motivated. And yeah, I will make more videos soon about more things. Thanks for watching. See you, buds.